Hello and welcome to 5 Talk Street. I'm your host, Vince Sims. Let's talk pets. We all know how important they were in comforting us during the pandemic. Maybe now you or someone you know is looking to add to your furry family. NBC 5 and Telemundo 39 are once again sponsoring the beloved pet adoption program, Clear the Shelters. This year, the program is 1 month long. It starts on August 23rd. Clear the Shelters, it started right here with 33 local shelters, and today we have 55 local shelters and over 1,900 shelters participating across the country. Nearly 45,000 animals have been adopted in DFW through Clear the Shelters, and over 500,000 animals have been adopted nationally through this program. Now, to learn more about our local program, we're talking with Shelly Meeks, who's the Assistant Animal Services Manager at Tri-City Animal Shelters. Shelly, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us, Vince. We love talking about animals and how to find them homes.
Well, that's what we want to do here is find them homes as well. So, Shelly, let's start off. Talk to us, first of all, about why it's so important to adopt an animal.
Well, even if it's not Clear the Shelter, it's important to adopt an animal. You're saving not only their lives, but your lives. It's amazing what animals can do for us. Animals will continually come through the shelter through lost or owner surrenders who aren't able to care for them anymore, and so they need a place to go. So before you look at breeders, come to the shelter, see if you can't find a good match.
I do agree with that there. Now, you said, that's for adopting anytime, but you said, even if it's not Clear the Shelters, but we are going into Clear the Shelters. So why is it even more important now?
It's such an exciting time of year. Clear the Shelter is always something we look forward to. If we could empty the shelter or clear the shelter for one day, that gives us just a recharge and an excitement and really a passion for what we do. It's kind of a movement that started, several years ago, and we all enjoy this time of year.
Mm-hmm. So let's get into it a little bit about Clear the Shelters and what this will actually mean. What goes into the Clear the Shelter process?
So preparing for Clear the Shelter is we try to get every animal fixed so that they can go home that same day. It's a national movement. It gets all this wonderful coverage from NBC 5 to bring families together. It's the perfect time to do it. People are back from vacations and ready to add that family member. It gets the animals out of the shelter, gives the staff and the animal welfare a break, which they definitely need.
Because we know you put in a lot of hours and a lot of effort in taking care of those animals. So when we do the Clear the Shelters, there are some waiving of fees that are part of this. It's kind of like an incentive, right?
Yes, sir. Fee waived adoptions. I mean, you can't get a better deal than that. Most of those adoptions include spay, neuter, vaccinations, microchipping, deworming. Here at Tri-City Animal Shelter, you get the offer of 30 free days of pet health insurance. There are other incentives, but you also get that furry face washer, and you can't beat that deal for a fee-waived adoption.
That sounds awesome there with that. And I know that there's like 60 locations that this will all be taking place at. And of course, right now we are in a time of COVID-19. So can you talk a little bit about the protocols, the safety protocols, what people should expect?
I think they need to do their research ahead of time and pick which animal shelters they're going to visit, because everybody's going to be a little different on number of people they allow in the building, social distancing, masks. So definitely check ahead before you come down to adopt to make sure you're going to be able to follow their guidelines and protocols. Mm-hmm. The good thing is we're doing a week-long event this year instead of all in one day. That'll help do with some crowd control. So.
Definitely can spread it out a little bit and get more people in there. So if I'm coming to adopt a pet, or any family that's coming, maybe first-time adopters, what is the process like? What should they expect?
Well, there may be lines because it is Clear the Shelter, but you'll need to bring identification. If you do rent, some agencies do require landlord checks, proof that the landlord's going to let you keep that pet, because we don't want it to come right back because the landlord said no. Tri-City doesn't do any landlord checks, but I know there are some that do it. And bring a smile and bring some love to give, some patience and some hope, and we'll hopefully make a good furry friend match.
And that's what we want. We want those forever matches to take place. So
yes.
For somebody that is considering this, because like, I said in the beginning, a lot of people realize the benefits of having a pet, having a companion during the lockdowns and what we've gone through. So, but if I haven't had a pet and I'm really thinking now is the time, what should a first-time pet owner think about in going through getting a pet?
Well, you want to think about the commitment and that you are in a space in your time in life where you can make that commitment. It's adding another family member. They'll need supplies such as a crate, food and water bowls, litter boxes if you're getting a kitty cat, toys, and then, budget in those annual expenses of veterinary vaccination visits and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff to think about there. And how do you match up? How do you know when, the pet is for you? How does that work?
It's different for everybody. I know some people that walk in and their eyes lock and it's just, that's the one. And then other folks that take months to find that perfect pet because they're very specific in what they're looking for. And I love both kinds. I love the people that are, that's the connection. That's my critter, whether that's a bunny or a kitty cat or a puppy dog. But I also love the people that put the thought into it, do their research, know what kind of breed they can handle in their lifestyle. Especially for some of our more active breeds, that's an important aspect too, is make sure you can keep up with them.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny, everything that you listed right there, we were showing the video of the bunny, the kitty, the dog right on mark there. And are those the animals that you have that are those type available? We have bunnies, we have kittens, we have dogs, anything else?
Well, most often that's what you're going to find, but occasionally there may be an oddball out there. Sometimes there are birds that come through our facility. We do get some exotics like snakes and things of that nature, gerbils, hamsters, guinea pigs. We've even adopted out chickens, so
Oh, well, Shelley, again, once again, explain to us the importance, if you have this chance to speak to somebody, say why they should adopt an animal, get a pet. Why should they?
Well, aside from the furry face washer, you get health benefits from having a pet. It actually is scientifically proven that it reduces stress. And this is a pretty stressful time for everybody, I think. And having that coping mechanism of a lap warmer or somebody just laying at your feet to help you breathe and relax, that's an amazing thing. So
it truly is. Well, Shelley, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for being with us.
Not a problem, Vince. Thank you so much. And we appreciate y'all and everything you do for those shelters in the area.
You are welcome. And of course, if you would like to adopt a pet during Clear the Shelters, visit cleartheshelters.com to find a local shelter. This year's Clear the Shelters will feature online donations through our fundraising partner, Greater Good Charities. If you're interested in making a monetary donation to a local shelter, please visit the Greater Good Charities donation site during the campaign at clearthesheltersfund.org. And virtual pet adoptions are also returning for the 2021 campaign through our partner, We Rescue. The We Rescue app enables users to locate adoptable pets in their area, submit their applications online, and ask questions directly to shelters. And once again, just visit cleartheshelters.com for more information on this year's program.